Have you ever planted something in your garden thinking it would be beautiful, only to discover it turned into your worst nightmare? Today, I'm going to reveal the plants you should never grow in your garden, no matter how gorgeous they look in photos. And trust me, number 3 completely destroyed my neighbor's garden in less than 2 seasons. If you're new to Plant Care Secret, this is where we share the secrets that nurseries don't want you to know. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss any of our tips that will save you time, money, and a whole lot of headaches. Plant for 1, bamboo. Let's start with a plant that seems harmless and even elegant. Bamboo. Yes, the same one you see in Zen gardens that gives you that peaceful Asian vibe. But here's the problem nobody tells you about. Running bamboo is basically a silent invader. Its underground rhizomes can travel up to 10 feet per year, and the worst part is they can break through almost anything. Got a concrete pathway? Bamboo will lift it. A wooden fence? It'll destroy it from the roots up. I've heard horror stories of people who planted bamboo thinking they'd create a natural privacy screen, only to discover years later that it had invaded their neighbor's yard, lifted their deck, and even damaged underground pipes. Removal costs can reach thousands of dollars because every tiny piece of rhizome left in the soil can regenerate the entire plant. If you really love bamboo, there's a variety called clumping bamboo that grows in compact clusters, but even then, you'll need professional containment barriers. My advice, just don't do it. There are equally beautiful plants that won't wage war on your property. Plant number 2, mint. The next one on our list will surprise you because you've probably seen it on dozens of gardening blogs. Mint? Yes, that aromatic herb that smells amazing and that everyone tells you to grow for teas and mojitos. But let me tell you what really happens when you plant mint directly in your garden. Mint has a root system called stolons that spread horizontally and aggressively. A single plant can conquer square yards of your garden in just one season. It will choke out your flowers, invade your vegetables, and basically take over every available space. And here's the secret you need to know. Mint never truly goes away. You can pull it, dig it up, even use herbicides, and it will still come back. It's like that horror movie where the villain always returns. The solution? If you really want to grow mint, always do it in containers. Use pots at least 12 inches deep and never place them directly on soil, because the roots will find a way to escape through the drainage holes. Keep them on paved surfaces or use sealed saucers. If you've already made the mistake of planting it in the ground, prepare yourself for a years-long battle, literally. Plant number 3, English ivy. Now we come to the plant I mentioned at the beginning, the one that destroyed my neighbor's garden, English ivy. This plant climbs and looks absolutely gorgeous covering walls and structures. The problem is it doesn't distinguish between an ancient stone wall and your house's siding. And trust me, when ivy decides to climb, nothing stops it. Its aerial roots produce a sticky substance that literally adheres to any surface. Over time, these roots can penetrate small cracks in concrete, masonry, and wood, expanding them until they cause serious structural damage. I've seen houses where ivy lifted roof shingles, destroyed gutters, and penetrated between wooden boards. But the real danger is on the ground. English ivy forms a dense carpet that smothers everything beneath it. No other plant can compete. Plus, it's toxic to pets and children if ingested, causing severe irritation and digestive problems. And here's the fact that scares me most. In many regions, it has become an invasive species that's killing entire forests by climbing trees, blocking sunlight, and eventually bringing down whole branches from the weight. If you have English ivy, start removing it now. If you're thinking about planting it, please reconsider. There are dozens of beautiful climbing plants that won't mortgage your house. Plant number 4, daylily. Daylilies are popular in gardens worldwide for their vibrant flowers and reputation for being indestructible. And that last part is exactly the problem. These plants are so resilient they're considered invasive in many areas. Their tuberous roots multiply rapidly and form dense colonies that displace native plants and more delicate flowers. But here's the dark secret. Some daylily varieties, especially Hemerocallis fulva or the common orange daylily, are nearly impossible to eradicate once established. You can dig and dig, but if you leave even a tiny piece of tuber in the soil, the plant will come back with a vengeance. I've seen community gardens where daylilies took control of entire sections, choking out vegetables, herbs, and ornamental flowers. Gardeners spent years trying to reclaim those spaces. If you already have them, maintain strict control by dividing clumps every 2 years and disposing of the excess. Never plant them near natural areas or property lines where they can escape. And if you're looking for easy care perennial flowers, consider alternatives like cone flowers, salvias, or peonies that are equally beautiful but much more civilized. Plant Berkapiat, Kudzu. If you live in warm regions, you've probably heard terrifying stories about kudzu. This Japanese vine was introduced to the United States in the 19th century as an ornamental plant and for erosion control. Big mistake. Kudzu can grow up to 12 inches per day. Yes, per day. In ideal conditions, it can cover entire trees, abandoned houses, and any structure in weeks. It's called the vine that ate the South because it has covered millions of acres, killing entire forests by completely blocking sunlight. Its roots can weigh up to 400 pounds and dig deeper than 10 feet into the ground, making them virtually impossible to remove manually. Chemical control requires years of repeated applications and constant vigilance. In some places, it's literally illegal to plant kudzu, with severe fines for anyone who does. If you ever see kudzu for sale or someone offers you cuttings, run in the opposite direction. This plant is no joke and has caused ecological disasters across entire regions. The lesson here is clear. Never underestimate a plant's invasive potential just because it looks pretty. Plant Tier 6 Wisteria. Let's talk about Wisteria, that stunning flowering vine with cascading purple blooms that looks like something out of a fairy tale. And that's exactly how it lures you in. Wisteria is deceptively dangerous. Those beautiful vines are incredibly strong and can grow thick as tree trunks. They wrap around structures with such force that they can crush wooden pergolas, twist metal supports, and strangle trees to death. I know a landscaper who worked on a property where wisteria had grown unchecked for 10 years. The vines had literally crushed a wooden arbor into splinters and pulled down sections of fencing. The removal required heavy equipment and cost the homeowner over $5,000. But here's what makes wisteria particularly tricky. It takes years to bloom. People plant it, wait patiently for those gorgeous flowers, and by the time they appear, the vine has already established such a strong root system that it's nearly impossible to control. The vines also produce seed pods that explode, scattering seeds everywhere. New plants pop up far from the original, creating satellite invasions throughout your property. If you must have wisteria, choose the American variety over Chinese or Japanese types, as it's less aggressive. Plant it on extremely sturdy structures made of steel or thick hardwood, and commit to pruning it at least twice a year. Or better yet, enjoy wisteria at botanical gardens and choose a more manageable flowering vine for your own space. So there you have it, 6 plants that should come with warning labels. I know they're all beautiful in their own way, but beauty isn't worth the destruction, expense, and frustration they cause. Before you leave, let me know in the comments. Have you had experience with any of these plants? What gardening disasters have you survived? Your stories might save someone else from making the same mistakes. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button and subscribe to Plant Care Secret for more honest gardening advice. We post new videos every week with tips that actually work in the real world. And remember, gardening should bring you joy, not nightmares. Choose your plants wisely and your garden will thank you for years to come. Until next time, happy gardening.